massive 2 came on opponent's grounds. Played 14, lost 12, drawn 2. The only side in the league with no away victory to their credit. They play from right to left in your picture. Can Hannover's luck change tonight against a Bochum side that has lost its last 3 home games? Bochum beaten last Saturday after leading 2-0 away to Werder Bremen. They allowed the home side to come back and scored 3 goals. As Mark Fertzel, who was playing behind the striker last week, now he's at right back. If that isn't versatile, then I don't know what is. Fertzel with the throw. Daniel Fernandes in goal as usual for Bochum, not the best of clearances. There's going to be a lot of tension in the early stages. Hannover's 7-point gap between them and the third from bottom spot. Could well do with bolstering it. It gives the side a bit of confidence. In fact, Dieter Hecking, the Hannover coach, he said last week after his side had beaten Cologne 2-1, well, we're safe. Dieter, don't count your chickens. It's not over till the fat lady sings, as they say. Many a side has had a disastrous run into the end of the season and ended up bidding farewell to the Bundesliga. But of course, 3 points tonight would, barring an absolute disaster, book Hannover's spot in next year's competition. Fertzel once again. Clearance by Schultz, and a bad one it was too. Now Chinovak. Arnold Brugging, the Dutchman. Paul Fryer. Jerry Steiner can't keep it in play. Looks like his contract might be extended. Jerry Steiner, the Czech international. Yahya. Konstantin Rauch with the throw. That's Dieter Hecking, the Hannover coach. The season has not gone the way Hecking expected. Last season, Hannover finished 8th in the table. Yes, Shestak. Beautiful chance. Oh! And Mehmoon Azawak set up beautifully by Shestak. Shakes hands with him, but quite honestly, this should have been goal number 1. Can't even hit the target. A disastrous mistake. Once again, a relieved Robert Enke, but Mehmoon Azawak, how on earth did he fail to bury that one? 3.5 minutes gone, and it should have been 1-0 for Bochum. Azawak has got just 1 goal to his credit this season, and he's made 26 appearances. That's Dennis Grota. Pinto in trouble. Enke, has he taken it over the line? No. Good goalkeeping. But Robert Enke is at the moment Germany's top goalkeeper. Germany's soccer magazines obviously award marks on each performance, and if we take those as a yardstick, then Robert Enke is Germany's top goalkeeper. The man with the ball now, I'm afraid, Daniel Fernandes, is the worst. Daniel Imhoff, the Canadian. Antayahia. Once again, Azawag tried to clip the ball through. Imhoff. The ball's still in play. The referee's assistant had a good look at it. And Enka perilously, almost just waiting for that ball to thread its way through. Pinto with the throw. Balic feeding it wide to Steiner. Well, Philip Bernig not too happy with that decision. Ramsey played the ball. Free kick for Hanover. To be taken by Jacek Czernovek, hoping to make 100 appearances for the Polish national side. He's got 91 caps to his credit already. Good header, oh my goodness! That was Hanno Balic, but straight into the arms of Daniel Fernandez. Where was the Bochum defence? Free header. So, we had a chance, a golden opportunity already at either end. Just 7 minutes gone. Could have been 1-1, it's still 0-0. Dabrowski. Maltritz. Oh, neatly taken down and fed to Fertzel. Dabrowski. Offside against Fryer. And the ball's played now. Two players, in fact, offside. Coming back to Hanover's appalling away record. Sorry to harp on about it, but it's simple statistics. 1 point from their last 9 aways, 1 point out of 27. Beaten 2-1 in Hamburg the last time they were on their travels. Well, that's good work by Balic. But amazingly, after telling you about their woeful away form, it's quite a staggering statistic that Hanover are the only side in the Bundesliga to have scored in every game this calendar year. Shestak. Good interception. Grota finds Maltritz to Fertzel. Fryer penalised. That 8th place that Hanover secured last season was their best effort since gaining promotion 6 years ago. In fact, it was the second best performance in the club's entire history. And so, of course, their performance this season has not gone down well with the Hannover board. Mixture of factors. Dieter Hecking's had to contend with a lot of injuries. And the big buys, Jan Schlaudraff from Bayern, 2.5 million, has never really made an impact on the side. And Mario Eggermann, wearing number 5 today, Swiss international, for $1.5 million. He was sadly out of form in the first half of the season, has really only just come back into the side. Also on the bench tonight is Michael Forsell, the Finnish international. Came on a free from Birmingham City, and he too has also not managed to establish a regular place in the first team. Marcel Koller came to Bochum 3 seasons ago. Now this is Azouag. They're all sitting up nicely. Oh, beautiful bit of topspin on that one, but once again, Azouag well wide of the target. Hanka. Loose clearance. Chernovek, Hanka's in the middle, Steiner's there as well. Oh, what a goal! It's Arnold Brugging, though. The Dutchman on 12 minutes puts Hannover in the lead. Where, once again, was the Bochum central defence. Take nothing away from Brugging. But look at, I mean, it was first of all that disastrous clearance by Anta Yahia. Great cross from Chernovek in between the 2 central defenders. And the easiest of headers basically for Brugging, 13 minutes. And that is goal number 4 this season for Arnold Brugging. This is the first time since the game against Wolfsburg that the 2 centre-backs, Yahia and Maltritz, so experienced, have played together again, because sort of tragedy struck in that game. Within 11 minutes, both of them suffered a serious knee injury. And what Marcel Koller did, as we look once again at the cross from Chernovek, up goes Arnold Brugging, neat header, 1-0 for Hannover. What Marcel Koller did was put a youngster, Merji Mavraj, he's on the bench tonight, alongside Mark Fatzel in central defence, and they performed superbly. And then, of course, with Yahia and Maltritz back to fitness, he was faced with a bit of a quandary. And what he decided to do, and that is Marcel Koller in your picture there, what he decided to do was to bring back his standard centre-backs. And this evening so far, that has not proved a particularly wise decision. That really wasn't a pass back. I think Enko might have been allowed to handle that. He obviously didn't want to take the chance of the referee pinging him for handling a back pass. Oh, Steiner tripping Burnick. Dennis Grota. Dabrowski's up there, a tall figure. Krzysztof Dabrowski. He really is lethal in the opposition penalty area. He's second highest scorer for Bochum, 6 to his credit. Former Hannover player himself. Novak with the clearance. Anker pushed in the back by Maltritz. Rausch, Schultz to Mario Egemann, Pinto. Neatly laid off by Brugink. Anker. Rausch once again. Anker. Well, that was well read by Yahia. Poorly cleared though. Very patchy game from the central defender. Algerian international. Now Dabrowski lucky to scoop that one through Steiner's legs. Burnig. Burnig grabbed hold of by Steiner. No advantage. Šestak couldn't get anything on it. They're having a real battle royal, those two, aren't they? Steiner and Burnig. Well, Jacek Černovek made no attempt to play the ball then. Anker. There's Rausch. Novak. Well, that put Rausch under a ridiculous amount of pressure. Oof. What a tackle from Hanno Balic. Freyer really felt that. And Freyer having a word or two in Balic's ear, and I'm glad that we can't pick up what he's saying. That was a bad foul. Balic very fortunate that Knut Kircher didn't show him the yellow card. Fatzel. Anker's down, and the ball played into touch. Anker just getting that clearance from Maltritz right on his nose. He's got 4 goals this season as Mike Hanke. 25 years of age. Joined Hannover for a club record fee of 4.5 million from Wolfsburg. And he's been around in the Bundesliga a bit. It was 2 years with Wolfsburg, but before that Hanke was spent 5 years with Schalke. little bit of Vaseline round the old nostrils. Played a few times for Germany as well. 12 caps he's got, in fact, to his name. Just the one goal to his credit. Young man with what is prophesied as a very good future indeed ahead of him, Konstantin Rausch. Made the left-back position his own this season. He's only just turned 19 as the Hannover left-back, but he's turning into quite a player. 21 appearances he's made in the side, 29 games in all, remember. And Rausch first choice in 19 of those. Hanka. Neat flick from Brugging. Hanka, long-range effort. It's pretty hopeful, but he's got a corner. Bochum, by the way, grabbed a 1-1 draw earlier in the season when they met in the corresponding fixture in Hannover. And they've got a pretty good home record as well. Won the last 4 games at home against Hannover. But of course, at the moment, they trail through a 13th minute header from Arnold Brugging. That was Dabrowski heading over his own goal. Eggyman's up there. Headed away this time by Yahia. Neat flick back from Hanka straight to Chinovek. Zazawak back in his own penalty area. Not a good clearance. Balic's header though plucked safely by Fernandez. Brugging making a back for the tall figure of Krzysztof Dabrowski. 1.95 m, tallest player on the park. Fryer, headed away by Pinto. Bernig. Eggyman heading away this time. Pinto. Both sides giving the ball away far too easily. Fryer. It's a neat ball inside to Imhoff. Garota lining himself up, but just getting underneath it. And so far, Bochum have not made much of an impression on the defence of Hannover. That's a former Bochum player, Darius Vosch. Played several hundred games for Bochum. Little number 8, very industrious. A couple of games for the German national side. Steiner. That's a good ball to Sergio Pinto. There's only Hanker in the box though. Pinto. Left-footed shot, no power behind it, and there needs to be a little bit more movement up front. Pinto is looking for somebody to pass to, but every player was covered. Ozwag. Tripped by Leon Andreasen. Peter Neurohrer, coach of 2nd Division Duisburg. This side missing out on promotion, it seems, and that is the man in charge in Hannover, club president Martin Kent. Uta, good cross. Dobrovsky's up there, that's the big man, just briefly in a picture. Grote with a cross. And a push in the back, says referee Kircher. Well, I think the push came actually after he made contact. Well, that is academic. Free kick for Hannover. Hannover missing a couple of players tonight. Cherundolo and Vinicius have had surgery. They've been out for quite a while. But Frank Fahrenhorst, an alternative in central defence, has a torn stomach muscle. And Jan Rosenthal has a thigh problem that's kept him out the last couple of games. And of course, Chavdayankov, the Bulgarian, still not recovered from the fracture to a bone in his foot. That's a beautiful hooked pass. It'll be a corner if it goes, but Pinto superbly keeps the ball in play. Bochum without a couple of players who would normally be in the side. First and foremost, of course, Diego Klimovec, who came in the winter transfer window from Dortmund. Klimovec probably be out for 2 or 3 weeks still with a groin problem. Japanese player. Oh no, he's got a torn ligament. He'll be out for the rest of the season. Superb tackle by Imhoff. But it's very much hit and miss, isn't it? What Bochum are trying to string together at the moment. Hannover almost content to let Bochum come at them, but there's very little cohesion in Bochum's attacks. Beautiful cross, and Sestak was just about getting ready to poke that one home. Grote. Harassed by Rausch. The ref had a good look at that tackle. He found nothing wrong with it as Brugging comes away. Hard tackle from Maltritz again. Hard but fair. It is Paul Fryer. Shestak. Brugging back in defence. Hanke is on his own. Has to wait for support. Oh, beautiful ball. Hanke stabs it goalwards, and that one came off a Bochum defender. But how about the quality of the ball back inside from Chernovec? I think in the end it was the goalkeeper who got something on it. Let's see in slow motion. Hanke can't believe he didn't score. Manages to smile about it though, but I mean that's going to go down as a save from Daniel Fernandes. Brugging with the corner. Oh, what a beauty! And it's in again! It's 2-0, and it's Hanno Balic. Bochum 0, Hannover 2 on 31 minutes. Glorious corner. Balic, his second of the season. And things are now looking very gloomy for the home side, staring their fourth successive home defeat in the face. Hanno Balic, 28 years of age. Marcel Koller can't believe it, but he better had. It's up there. Bochum 0, Hannover 2, and Balic, incidentally, a player with one of the shortest international careers of all time. One cap for Germany back in 2003, and he was brought on as a sub in the 62nd minute and never played again. Unless there was time added on for injury, I make that a 28-minute international career. That's all water under the bridge for him though now. A fixture in this Hannover side and a key figure too. Andreasen, Steiner, oh, far too much on it. Out of play. There's quite a contingent of Hannover fans made it down the motorway. Not all that far, considering the size of Germany. Bochum to Hannover, probably, what, a 2-hour drive. Way off target from Azawag, who has been sadly out of form this evening. Frustrated with himself, perhaps. Foul by Maltritz. And the two central defenders, it must be said, have hardly covered themselves with glory tonight. Looking for Steiner. Börnig. Wärzel. Good run by the Frenchman. Well, we're now into the final 10 minutes of the first half, in which Bochum have certainly put in the effort, but with very, very little return on investment. Really just the one chance right at the start of the half when Azawad fired wide from a very, very promising position. Hannover have basically been efficient, done the necessary, taken 2 out of 3 chances. The other one that wasn't taken falling to Mike Hanke. As usual, from a set-piece situation, it's going to be Arnold Brugink. Novak, this time robbed by Wärzel. Azawad. He's only got Šestek with him and 6 defenders to cope with. Wins a free kick though. Little shirt tug spotted by the referee. The culprit, the Danish international Leon Andreasen, came in the January window from Premiership side Fulham and in London. Dabrowski pushing Egeman out of the way. There's been very little for Robert Enke to do in goal for Hannover. Certainly hasn't been called on to make a save of any note. Steiner, Hanke, Pinto overlapping, bit of space, looking for Steiner, volleys it, took that well, that was a hard one to get hold of, dropping over his shoulder, did brilliantly the Czech Republic international. And once again, the Bochum fans not happy with the central defence. That was a free shot. Tough as it was nevertheless a free shot for Steiner. Grote shown the yellow card, the first one of the evening. Look at the time that Steiner has. Maltritz trotting along behind him like a poodle. Brugink once more. Misunderstanding between Černověk and Hanke. Fryer giving possession away, and Bochum are coming apart at the seams at the moment. Steiner caught offside. Once again, Maltritz at least 2 strides away from Steiner. Wärzel's got pace, catches it, keeps it in play. That's Christian Schulz conceding the corner. Azawad. Steiner back helping out in defence, hooks it anywhere. Main thing, to safety. Naturally, if Hannover can keep the scoreline the way it is, we're now into the last 5 minutes of the first half. And at the end of the game, the champagne corks really will be popping, because it will mean that Hannover have gained 3 more points. Remember, I told you they are 7 ahead of Bielefeld on the relegation spot, but with then 12 more points to play for, Hannover's position would be virtually secure, and indeed Bundesliga soccer next season. But chance after chance now is making itself present, because Bochum are Bochum really are just losing the plot. I think Paul Fryer must be injured, because Vahid Hashimian is warming up. Hashimian only made 11 appearances this season, only 6 from the word go. Former Hannover player, out-and-out striker. So an early time indeed for a substitution to be made. Fryer doesn't seem to be limping though, and you can hardly understand the coach making a tactical substitution just 3.5 minutes before the half-time break. A bit puzzling. Well, anyway, that's what Carlo has got in mind. Boos for Paul Frey. He's not had a happy time. He was with Bochum for 8 years and then went to Leverkusen. Spent 4 seasons with Leverkusen, came back at the start of this season, but has never really shown the form that made him such a favourite with the crowd here. And now Fryer is replaced by Hashimian, 41 appearances in the Iranian national side, but in the twilight of his career, 32 years of age. Vahid Hashimian wearing number 16. Chernovek. Philip Bernig clearing up. Not too happy about it either. Chernovek's had a good game this evening, the veteran Polish international. Two minutes to go to half-time, and I think quite honestly Bochum will be delighted when referee Kircher blows his whistle. What Bochum have produced has been pretty dismal, certainly over the last 10 or 15 minutes. Pinto just easily dispossesses Dennis Grota. Bogey Hanka. Dabrowski. Oh, that was another fierce challenge. The referee not happy about it. Now Bochum really need to be careful. They're starting to lose their rag, and the referee is not going to stand for it. Dabrowski studs up. The player flattened Sergio Pinto. Now with just over 1 minute of normal time remaining. This is an excellent position for Hannover. Fernandez tense on his line. It's going to be Jacek Czernovek or Brugink. The player in the wall is Andreasen. In the end, Arnold Brugink just over the crossbar. Well, that is the end of the first half. No time whatsoever added on. Welcome back to the second half of our commentary match. We're in the Revere Park Stadium in Bochum. The visitors are Hannover. We'd like to welcome them, of course, but I think they reckon that the first half whistle that went was the full-time whistle. Hannover still to appear. It looks like we're going to see Jan Schlaudraff appear for Hannover. Now, Jan Schlaudraff has been injured for quite a while. He's not really made an impact on the first team. It was a big €2.5 million buy from Bayern Munich at the start of the season. Schlaudraff played 18 times, but only selected in the 29 matches we've had so far this season, only selected to start 13 times. And he's been out for couple of weeks now. He made his debut last week, came on as a sub in the 2-1 victory over Cologne, and he replaces Jiri Steiner. Schlaudraff has had a couple of operations on a very sticky groin problem that wouldn't go away, and it was decided that he really needed an operation. It turned out to be 2 operations. Let's hope that he's back to full fitness. And it's going to be an uphill climb for Bochum in the blue, the home side, playing from right to left. 2-0 down. Brugink on 13 minutes and Balic on 32 minutes for Hannover, looking for their first away win of the season. 2 points, remember, a miserable record, the worst away record in the entire Bundesliga. 2 draws in 14 games, the rest defeats. But they have looked far and away the better side here in Bochum so far. The home team standing out solely through effort, and I'm afraid not through impact. Azawak. Free kick dropped far too short. Easy pickings for the Hannover defence. Schultz heading away. Great ball from Balic. Interesting to see Dieter Hecking bring on one attacking player for another. In other words, no indication that he's going to try and put up the defences and hang on to that 2-0 lead. It's an old cliche that attacks the best form of defence, and it seems as though Dieter Hecking intends to practice that. Sergio Pinto with the throw. Yahia to Maltritz. Bernig. Great run by Bernig. He's got the legs of Chernovec, but that one curling over behind the crossbar before coming back into the field of play. But a fine run by the young left back. Arnold Brugging in our picture, the Dutchman who's looked pretty effective in midfield tonight. Chernovec and Brugging have virtually run things for Hannover. Schlaudraff. Zawag, Grota, and Eggeman clearing up at the back. Rausch, Schlaudraff, first touch for him. Schlaudraff. His last goal, by the way, before being absent through injury, was against Bochum in the 1-1 draw in Hannover that I mentioned between these two sides earlier in the season. Superbly kept in play. Magnificent stuff by Pinto. Oh, Anker coming in on it. The cross just a little too close to Daniel Fernandez in goal for Bochum. Schlaudraff. Anker. Chernovec has had his best game of the season for my money tonight. The number 20 for Hannover. He's been involved in everything, along of course with Arnold Brugging. And it really is in midfield where Hannover have held all the cards. Paul Fryer for Bochum taken off 3 minutes from the first half interval, and his partner in midfield, Azawag, who's on the ball now, has also shone but dimly. Wetzel. And of course, through the 2 goals tonight, Hannover kept up their record of scoring in every game in 2009. Well, bad for a side in 13th place on the table, 6th from bottom. Pinto. Schlaudraff. Last week, Bochum surrendered a 2-goal lead and went down 3-2 in Bremen. Can they reverse that situation tonight? 2-0 down themselves. The way they played in the last 20 minutes or so of the first half, you'd have to be a dyed-in-the-wool Bochum fan to expect that. Grote's shot with nowhere near the power needed to beat a goalkeeper of the excellence of Robert Enke. Most people's bet to be the German national team goalkeeper at the World Cup in South Africa in just over a year's time. Grote. Witsel. He has worked his socks off tonight, the young Frenchman. Foul on Konstantin Rausch. Very talented all-round player, Mark Witsel. Grote. Those are real hit or miss passes from midfield. Brogink. That'll be a corner. He doesn't look too happy even though his side are winning 2-0, does he? Now chance for a counter-attack. Stanislav Šestak. And that will be a corner at the other end. Given away by Jan Schlaraff. Grote taken quickly. The ball almost corkscrewing past Robert Enke. Šestak. Černovič. Well, he could see quite clearly the tug on Černovič's shirt from Vahida Šemian. Referee Kesha got it quite right. Schlaraff sliding in there, almost bamboozling his own goalkeeper. First thing really that Robert Enke's had to do tonight. It's been around as Robert Enke, a real European, and if you consider Turkey part of Asia, he's been not only in Europe but in Asia too. Played in Benfica, Barcelona, Fenerbahce, Tenerife. In fact, before joining Hannover in 2004, Enke had spent the previous 6 seasons outside Germany. Azoag. Yahia. The Algerian has had a pretty mediocre evening so far. Hashemian. To nobody in particular. Bochum fans starting to look despondent. I think that even that little chap shaking his head. Can you believe it? He's probably only been old enough to see about 5 games in his whole life. Balic. Rausch. Hanker's up there. He wants it. But of course Hannover are not going to risk throwing everyone forward. There's no need. They lead by 2-0. They're playing with a lot of structure and shape. And the opposition have not exactly done anything to strike fear into their hearts. Long-range efforts from Leon Andreasen. Couple of goals he got against Cologne last week, and that's also important victory. Fatzel. The Bochum players so good at running down a blind alley. Where Azawag thought he was going, I just do not know. So it looks just like we're going to see the man with the mask. Joël Epalé doesn't like wearing it. Marcel Koller has got to think of something. Maybe the introduction of the experienced Cameroonian international into midfield. Epalé is an attacking midfielder. Maybe that will give Bochum an injection of a bit more power and pace. But something is badly needed to trouble the Hannover rock-solid central defence comprised of Eggemann and Schultz. Czernoak in no particular hurry. Czernoak, Pinto, Schlaudraff. Hannover content to hold the ball within their ranks. The fans don't like it, but they better handle it, because that's what Hannover are going to do. They're going to take the pace out of this game. We've now played an hour, and it's Hannover comfortably leading by 2-0. Grote. Oh dear, oh dear. You think that Dennis Grote could well be the player to be pulled off, although, to be honest, I think Marcel Koller could replace more than one of his players out there tonight. Schlaudraff. Neat ball to Hanker. He's got support on the inside. Pinto made good ground. That was a bit sloppy from Mike Hanker. There's Sergio Pinto. He blasted his way through midfield, and Hanker really should have turned the ball in his path. And indeed it is. Dennis Grote makes way for Joël Epalé. Looks fearsome, doesn't he? And as you can imagine, the reason why Epalé is wearing the mask is because he broke a cheekbone. 3 weeks ago, and the doctors really did not want him to play without it. He's not happy about wearing it because he said it restricts his vision. But in the rough and tumble of the Bundesliga, there's no way that he will be allowed to play without it, because obviously the broken cheekbone hasn't healed completely yet. Wetzel claims for handball. That can never be given. Christian Schulz giving away the corner. Bochum desperately need a goal to lift their spirits, not only to get back into the game, but to lift their spirits. Maltritz. Oh, what a save from Enka! Vaida Shemian, that was world class. Great header, even better save. That was creeping in on the far post. Outstanding save from Robert Enka. That shot was from Azawak. The fans starting to get behind the home side. They know that it's a big ask for Bochum to save this one, but 2 goals, not impossible. It would be disastrous for the fans if the side were to lose their 4th home game in succession. It means that they could be overtaken by Cottbus. There's a real bottom of the table battle in Karlsruhe tomorrow between Karlsruhe, who are right at the foot of the league. They have 22 points, and they play Cottbus, who are 4th from bottom with 26. If Cottbus win that, they leapfrog over Bochum and have a point more. But even if Bielefeld win and they're on the relegation playoff spot, they're 3 points behind Bochum. Then, barring an absolute landslide victory for Bielefeld, which is hardly likely against high-flying Stuttgart, then although the sides will be level on points, Bochum's goal difference would still be better. But that's a better ball. Shestak. Hashemian's in the middle. As Hashemian. Fantastic tackle by Sergio Pinto. Ipale wins a corner. So there is life in Bochum after all. For years it seemed that Bochum, who've always had trouble staying out of the bottom half of the table for the reasons that I mentioned earlier, basically that they just don't have the cash that other sides have. But once they were relegated, and that was in the mid-90s for the first time, they've been down several times since then. But in fact, they're relegated 3 times in the last 9 years. And since 95-96, they've been promoted 4 times and relegated 3. A real yo-yo existence. Clip back, Ipale claims for handball. The referee gives a throw-in. Dabrowski complains. It won't help him. Ipale's shot, claims for handball. My goodness, Schultz was falling, he was looking the other way. How on earth could that possibly be handball? And Bochum's record with regard to relegation is that every time they've been down, they have come back up straight away. Down 5 times, bounce back up 5 times. Yahia not really climbing for that one. Well, we're now midway through the second half, 3/4 of the match gone, and time, I'm afraid, starting to slip away from Bochum. Dabrowski. Maltretz. Bernig. Azoag trying to line himself up. Off the post and straight back into Anker's arms. Ah, what cruel, cruel luck. Great shot, a fabulous effort. Fulminating drive. Hashemian sets himself up for the drive, and it thuds against the foot of the post and comes straight back to Robert Anker. Can you believe it? Despair on the face of Vahid Hashemian. Well, the referee got in the way, but it was a 2-footed tackle from Epale. Well, Mr. Kesha has had enough of having his ear bent. Shestak falling foul of the ref. The third Bochum player to be shown a yellow card. That effort from Andreasen. Epale making space on the right. Shestak didn't see him. This is Azoag. Azoag beaten once again. And this time Pinto blasts the ball out of play. Long conversation between Dieter Hecking and his goalkeeper. Well, the player who's down is Jacek Chernovek. And the Bochum fans feel that time is being wasted. They do have a point. And I really can't think for the life of me why why Robert Enke's getting so excited. So there will be several minutes added on to the end of this game. But in the end, well, that is a sad sight indeed. That's Jacek Czerniawek, who's had such an outstanding game. He really has been in the thick of things all evening. And he leaves on a stretcher. A real class performance from the Polish international. Well, let's hope that he's able to return. Stretch it off, I think, simply because the referee did not want any more time wasted. Tempers are getting frayed. Bochum think that Hannover are time wasting. Nudge in the back from Yahia, and down goes Arnold Brugging. Well, that little chap, if he doesn't mind me calling that, is Gaëtan Crepes. Bochum's Frenchman is Mark Vatzel. Hannover's Frenchman, Gaëtan Crepes. 1.65 m, replaces Jacek Czerniawek. Came to Hanover a season and a half ago from Racing Strasbourg, or Racing Strasbourg if you prefer the English pronunciation. Just over a quarter of an hour left, but of course there will be a little time added on because of the injury to Czerniawek. Great save from Enke once again. The goalie is in excellent form. Pinto balloons it over his own crossbar. Well, who on earth was supposed to be marking Dabrowski for that cross? Azwag with the shot, beaten away by Enke. I said towards the end of the first half that Enke had had absolutely nothing to do. Well, that certainly doesn't apply to the second half. The save of the evening came from that header from Hashemian. First touch. Pinto. Brugging. Rausch. Bochum, just to remind you, play their next 2 games away. They have 4 games left and only 1 of those is at home. Pinto trips Azwag. And Bochum can expect absolutely nothing from their next 2 away games because Hertha The side from the German capital are second at the moment, Hamburg are fifth. And with only 3 points separating the top 5 in the table, there'll be no gifts at all. Every one of the top 5 sides desperate for every single point between now and the end of the season. In Germany, remember, the top 2 sides at the end of the season go through to the Champions League competition. The side finishing third goes through to the qualifying competition for the Champions League. And when you think that qualification, direct qualification for the Champions League means roughly revenue of around 20 million euros, you understand why the sides are so desperate to make it through to Europe's premier competition. Sides finishing 4th and 5th in Germany go through to the UEFA Cup competition. First touch for Gaetan Krebs. Now space for Schlaudraff. And somehow the Bochum defence almost asleep. If Schlaudraff had been really turned on, he took that just so leisurely, that opportunity. Loads of space on the right-hand side of the Bochum defence. Krebs to Brugink. Not a bad ball that, was it? Anke just about a metre or so too slow. Yellow card for Hanno Baric. First yellow card of the evening with 10 minutes to go for a Hannover player. Maltritz. Dobrowski. Imhoff. Azawag! Oh, that man, Anke! What a goalkeeper. How did he keep that one out? Yet another immaculate save. On 80 minutes, still Bochum 0, Hannover 2. Pinto away. There's the shot from Azawag. Anke thwarting the little man once again. And true to his dedication to attack, Dieter Hecking, looks like he's going to bring in Mikhail Forsell, the Finnish international. Mike Anke perhaps taken off. Schlaudraff. Loose pass. Azawag. Shestak. Oh dear. That really was total lapse of concentration by Šestak. He scored Bochum's last 5 goals, but we've seen so little of him tonight. Crepes down the left flank to Andreasen, keeps it in play. It's proved a good buy, has the Danish international, for Hannover. Just $500,000 he cost from Fulham. It's been money well spent. And indeed it is Mike Hanke who comes off. One striker for another. Mikkel Forsell, 28 years of age, 60 caps for Finland, 18 goals as well. 32, the number on his back. And as I think I told you, he came on a free from Birmingham City. It's Forsell. Less than 7 to go, plus of course whatever time our 4th official, Mr. Mike Pickle, adds on. Certainly be 2 minutes. Stoudraff waits for support. Intelligent play by Hannover. No risky passes, taking the pace out of the game, always waiting for support. They know there are just 6 minutes plus stoppage time between them and their first away win of the season. The last away win in the Bundesliga was just over a year ago, April 2008. I don't know, the players, the fans, equally frustrated at the way things have gone. Of course, those Hannover supporters are absolutely delighted. And their side do lead deservedly. Spirited resistance for a while in the second half from Bochum, midway through the second half. And indeed, I think they do at least deserve 1 goal. But the fabulous Robert Enke in goal for Hannover, not willing to condescend to give Bochum even 1 goal. An immaculate performance in goal from Enke. Palais. Palais has not really made the impact one would have expected from him. And in a final throw of the dice, Marcel Koller, the Swiss coach of Bochum, is going to bring on Sinan Kalolu, Turkish international, just a couple of appearances, but nevertheless. Kalolu is a striker. Came at the end of last season on a free from Bursaspor. It's going to be Azawag who departs. Not happy about it. 27 years of age, Sinan Kalolu, wearing number 17. As the clock ticks on, Bochum's hopes vanishing down the drain. 2 incredibly difficult away games await them. They cannot surely expect to get anything out of those 2, which just leaves the home game against Frankfurt and the game in Cologne to end the season. Will it also end Bochum's membership of the Bundesliga? There is a slight chance for the side finishing 3rd from bottom to remain in the Bundesliga in a format that was abandoned in 1991. From this season on, the 3rd from bottom side in the Bundesliga will not be automatically relegated, but will play a home and away decider against the side finishing 3rd from top in Division 2. So of course that does throw the 3rd from bottom side in the Bundesliga a lifeline to stay in the league. The sides finishing 17th and 18th will automatically be relegated and replaced by the top 2 in Division 2. Eggemann, weak clearance straight to Imhoff, to Fertzel. Pinto. 1 minute of normal time remains. Brugink. Loose pass intended for Gaetan Krebs. But Hannover know they've got this one in their pocket, and with this victory they will most definitely not have anything more to do with relegation. Pinto. And it has been, I feel, in midfield that Bochum have been found wanting. Apart from that purple patch midway through the second half when the chances were created, Azuag and Freyer and Grote have simply not been up to the same standard as Jacek, Czernovek and Arnold Brugink. And 3 minutes of time to be added on. Not enough, I think you will agree with me, for Bochum to save this one, to save even 1 point. Balic and Andreasen have also been strong in defence for Hannover. It's been a good team effort from the side from Lower Saxony, and they thoroughly deserve their victory. But what we shouldn't forget is that brief flourish from Bochum was cancelled out by the fabulous form of Robert Enke in goal for Hannover. Underlining tonight why he is regarded at the moment in a country with a lot of good goalkeepers as the top man between the posts. Maltretz. Imhoff. And Bochum, after that brief flourish that's brought them absolutely nothing thanks to Robert Enke, or due to Robert Enke, Bochum have lapse back into the pretty dismal pattern that we saw in the first half. The side are going to struggle indeed in the remaining 4 games to secure the points needed to ensure Bundesliga soccer next season. The misery started on 13 minutes when Brugging headed home an inch-perfect cross from Jacek Czernovec with the central defence absolutely split. And then on 32 minutes, it was Hanno Balic who made it 2-0 for the visitors. And apart from the spell in the second half, Hannover really have not been under threat. Epale with the free kick, and Bochum grab at least a consolation goal. Doesn't look like it. That surely is the final throw of the dice. And there you hear in the background the final whistle from referee Knut Kircher. The home fans are quite enraged with what they've seen tonight.